Hello, Cravenites. This is Jason Cavalier, better known as the Bodega Clerk in Scream 6, and you are watching Craven, Something Scary.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. So, whether you're a visitor here tonight, a subscriber, a patron, or an amazing Cravenite, you're all welcome. And I'm glad you're here. And it's great to see you in the live chat. Tonight's going to be a fun stream. I've got a great guest bringing on the panel who's a first-time guest on the panel. But he's no stranger to our community. In fact, I dare say he's a pillar of our community. He's very present, very active in the live chat on the stream, and just a great guy that I've enjoyed getting to know and communicate with for, quite a while now. Months and months, for sure. Time just flies, you know how that goes. But glad you're all here for a little Scream 7 talk and some Saw talk. I asked my guest if he had a topic in mind, and he said he would like to talk about Saw. And I know that some of you are very excited about that. I know Julie's, who I see is here, moderating the chat. Hey, Julie, I know, Julie, you're a big Saw fan, so good stuff coming ahead. And before I bring him on, let's say hello real quick to the live chat for those of you who have left a comment. I know there's a lot of you watching that have not, and that's okay. But never be afraid to jump in to the live chat. This is a place of support, of love, dare I say, and a place of respect. And so you're free to voice your opinions here, even if they differ from mine or my guests or the live chat. Yeah, as long as you do it in a respectful manner, we promise to do it the same way, and you'll never be told or ridiculed, I should say, for your view. None of that silliness. All right, so this is a place you can call home, and all of my rules boil down to one, and that's just being respectful. If you hit that, you're pretty much safe from being eliminated from the live stream, for lack of a better word. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. And Julie is moderating. Julie, hey, thanks for being here. Everyone, say hi to Julie in the live chat. Let her know you appreciate her keeping our environment exactly as I've asked it to be, which is fun and respectful. Julie, thank you for holding it down for the next hour. Okay, real quick, we've got RJ in the house, King Matthew in the house, Paula. Hey, Paula. Cody is here, and he has an anniversary we're going to talk about in just a second. Of course, Julie, I mentioned. Gene, what's up, Gene? Good to see you. Russell Dorsey, what's up, Russell? And JJ, good to see you, JJ. All right, fantastic. And let's go ahead and do that membership before I bring my guest on. Cody, celebrating 14 months, guys, of being a Cravenite. That's incredible, Cody. Thank you, bro, for your support, man, your faithfulness to helping keep the lights on in this channel, helping to contribute to its growth. I really appreciate it, man. This 14 months is crazy. Much love. What if they kill Sid's kid the same way they killed Derek? And that's what makes Sid go after Ghostface in Scream 7. Ooh, man. That's dark territory, bro. Someone was asking me earlier, and we'll get into it. We'll get into it with my guests because we're going to talk Scream 7. So I'm going to save my comment, but that's an interesting comment or question, Cody. And so I'm going to address that over here for you in just a moment. That way my guests can comment too. All right. Very good. Thanks for your support, buddy. Well, guys, listen, on that note, and hello, Memo Boy. I see you just popped in. Guys, please welcome a longtime member of our community, the faithful supporter of the channel, and just a wonderful guy. It is Mr. Oliver Hartung. Oliver,
hey guys.
welcome.
Hello. How's everybody tonight?
Man, we're doing great. I know it's so good to see you, man. Julie says hello. I'm so glad that we could do this, man.
Yeah, me too. I've been waiting all week for this. So
awesome, bro. I love that. Same here.
Yep.
There you go. Russell's saying hello as well. Good deal, guys.
Yep.
And Memo Boy, by the way, good to see you, Craven. I'm on vacation in Spain. Wow. That's awesome. Hope you're okay. Man, wouldn't that be something to be sitting there watching the live stream in Spain, kicking back? Dude.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Memo Boy, enjoy your vacation. Please have fun. And thanks
next
for
time
popping in.
Invite us with you.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's right, man. We'll all have a vacation in Spain together.
Yep.
That'd be pretty awesome. All right.
Yep.
So Oliver, I held off answering the question. So the question is, what if they kill Sid's kid, same way they killed Derek, and that makes her go after Ghostface? So I'll let you start us off. What are your thoughts about her kids in general? Do you think they're safe from death?
Honestly, I'm kind of like a little more on the safe side. Them being safe, because I actually think one of her kids might actually end up being Ghostface.
Ooh.
I think it's like as in like in the ending of part 3 where you realize she had a brother. This time around, you realize it's going to be another family member, and it's probably going to be one of her kids going, "This ends now."
Oh, wow, dude. Yeah. That's interesting because you're right. This whole franchise has always been connected to family. It's always about family. Every entry, and so it makes you wonder, right? Like, who is the family this time?
Yep.
And she's got the kids, and we know at least one of them is in high school, so that could be a killer easily. Yes.
And of course, I think she would be the second Ghostface to kind of a mentor. Ghostface, somebody who's been kind of like talking to her for years and planning this kind of like final showdown with her. Now, of course, we know I'm talking about Stu.
I was going to say that. Yeah, I think I have a clue there on who you're talking about. Yeah.
It's like,
wouldn't that be doubly twisted, Oliver, if Stu has been manipulating her own daughter? Wow.
Well, you can see. It shows that there's been a kind of like a family history of hate towards Sydney. So it could be that there's more than the brother and the niece that hate her. Maybe her own kids hate her.
Oh wow!
Or
Like how it's affected their lives, maybe.
yep, yeah, maybe. So
Mm. Oh wow! Hey Bronson, good to see you tonight, man. We're doing good. Glad you're here. Wow! And Julie says Kevin better not do that to us. It's so dark. It's so dark. Yeah.
oh,
But you know what? It's not impossible. It's
not
really not.
possible.
It's
Well,
definitely possible.
it's my only theory. It's if they don't go with my theory, I'm quite fine with that. As long as I see
Mhm.
Stu at the end, I'd be happy.
Yes. Yes, indeed. In fact, we're not even gonna have to wait because we're gonna see him right now. Let's get it up, Oliver. Here we go.
I'm ready, baby!
Oh yeah, let's get those two emojis in the chat. Very nice. Yeah.
Get up! Get up! Get up!
Love it.
It was fun.
Oh yeah.
He didn't need Billy Loomis at all.
No, he did
He could've-
not. He was so much more clever than most
Yeah.
people give him credit for. 100%. Now, here's an interesting comment, Oliver. So Oliver, I mean, Keon says Leslie Mocker could be ticked off at Sydney for her own reason. Also, one of them, obviously, Stu and Vince.
Yeah.
No.
That is a good possibility. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. I kind of forgot about Leslie Mocker since the core four have gone away, but
Yeah.
since it's in canon, hey, it's possible.
It is highly possible.
Wow. You know what really stink, man, in a way. And I talked when I was did Ryan C. Shower's Scream podcast a couple months ago, and
Yeah.
we talked about it, and he kind of laid out a theory, and I liked his theory, but I'm just thinking, man, if we get clues to Stu Mocker, and it turns out that it is a Mocker, but it's his sister Leslie, it's going to be like just ripping the rug out from underneath us. At
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not.
Well,
Go ahead.
I say it has to be Stu because the first big clue that Stu was coming back at some point was in part 5
Mhm.
when Dewey died.
Oh yeah.
Ghostface says it's my honor.
Mm-hmm.
No other Ghostface person would say that except the original killers who were after him in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first big major clue that he's coming back, and that it was actually him that killed Dewey.
100% agree with you, buddy. I'm gonna hold that candle to the end of the world because I think it was Stu that killed Dewey. In fact, I mean, why kill him in that way?
Yeah.
Gutting him like a fish.
He if you go back to 1, he even explains how you got a person.
Yeah.
It's like
That's right.
he killed him in that exact way.
Exactly. Exactly. And there was nobody else at that fountain except Disney that's alive.
Yep.
So yeah, 100%, man. Tell me, guys, in the chat, what do you guys think? How many are with us that you think Stu Mocker was the killer of Dewey in Scream 5? I don't care if it's an unorthodox opinion. I don't mind that, but that's what I believe. I think it was him. And like you said, I think we have clues that make it reasonable and plausible that it was Stu Mocker. So let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? All right. Keon says, you have to imagine Leslie wasn't great of a mother if Vince turned out the way he did. Well, I mean, we don't know the whole home environment or anything, So, yeah, could be. King Matthew says, if Stu was alive, obviously he would be the one to kill Dewey. There you go. and go after Gale in 6. Exactly. I also want to know who did the drawing of Dewey in 6. It had to be Stu. Oh, that's one of my strongest evidences. I did in a video a long time ago, because if you look at those pictures of Principal Hembry,
yep.
the wounds are in the exact location perfectly. Yep. And remember, when the general public, the police found him, he was hanging by the goalpost, gutted. See, those wounds would not have been detectable. He was gutted out.
Yep.
So who knows it? Who knows it, Oliver? Who's the only one that could have known the killer, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And Billy is not making drawings. He's in Sam's head. So the only one left is Stu. Yeah. That's right. Oh, man. Talking my language.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure he was the one in Gale's apartment in 6.
I do too.
There's no way any of those kids could have flown around over that couch and back and forth in that apartment.
No, and especially Quinn. It's supposed to have been Quinn.
Yeah.
No, there's no way. In fact, whenever I had the opportunity to interview Max the Ferrier, who was in the costume, aged costume in Gale's apartment, my buddy Marcus over at I Shot Him 6 Times asked him the question was, were you instructed to specifically hold the knife over your head, or did you just do that on your own? And he said, no. Radio silence. The directors deliberately told me, they say, hey, look, we want you to hold that knife over your head when you come down to stab her, which is, of course, is Stu Macher's move. That's how he does it in Scream 1. So, yeah, I'm just saying, man.
All right, they're planting the clues that.
Yeah, right. Exactly, and I think that's what they were doing. They were giving us, I call it breadcrumbs or clues, and for the very attentive viewer, they're in there. Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to talk about Scream for another good 10, 15 minutes, and we're going to switch to Saw. Primetime Chris, welcome. He says, Craven, when will we get a Canadian Ghostface who kills out of kindness? Oh, my gosh, dude. That's funny. I don't know. I hope we never do. Hey, Shay, what's up, bro? All right. I was just on Shay's channel checking out his a little bit of staying for his Gremlins watch party. And you guys know Shay. I've had him on the channel. I've been on his channel for some collabs. And if you guys aren't subscribed to him, please go subscribe to Shay Rants. He's doing great. He's got an up-and-coming channel. He's at already 777 subs. And he's doing good. Yeah. So be sure, guys, go hang out. He is a friend of mine. He's a friend of the channel. So be sure you do that if you haven't done so yet. Yeah. Hey, Melissa. What's up? Melissa's in the house. All right.
Hello, Melissa.
Good to see you. Julie says, I've wanted a vigilante Ghostface so badly. Yeah. Revenge. Yep. Although, now that the Carpenter sisters are out. Yeah. It's different, right, Oliver? It's a different way to approach to it.
Yeah, it's a different approach to it. I do agree with you. They should do a 2-parter, part 7 and part 8.
Yep.
And have a cliffhanger that leads into part 8.
Mm-hmm.
And it should be kind of like the Stu Macher reveal. The last second he just takes off his mask and goes, surprise, Sydney. And that's where it ends. And it makes you want to, yeah.
Could you imagine the whole year or year and a half of us waiting for that sequel? Like the conversations and the videos and the streams.
Yep. It'd be insane. Yep.
It really would. It would be literally be insane.
Yep.
Now that's interesting. So King Matthew says there's another clue of Stu in the car. Before Dewey died, the killer said, "I'm going to hit all the vital parts I missed last time." Oh, wow. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that.
Yeah, I gotta listen to that too.
Wow. All right. When this stream is done, I'm going to jump into Scream 5 and get to that scene because that's interesting. Whoa, that's powerful. That's in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe you, King Matthew. I'm just like, I gotta hear it. Like, that's crazy. Ooh. Wow. Keon says 100% believe it was him. Yes, sir. So does Russell. Melissa agrees as well. Chris says, unless Amber took some steroids before that scene. Gosh. Oh, man. Keon is right. He finished what he should have did in his 96. That's exactly right. He took him out. Yeah, he finished it. Chocolate Ice. Welcome, Chocolate Ice. I would like to make sense if Stu drew the picture of the principal, which I believe he 100% did. I want to know if Jill and Charlie were in Stu's cult. Ooh. You ever thought of that one, Oliver? For Jill and Charlie?
I'm trying to read it. It would make sense if Stu.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Jill surviving and being part of the cult.
Mm-hmm.
I really can't see Charlie surviving them.
Yeah, me either. Do you think that Stu had the cult going in that early, or do you think it was before 5?
It could be possible that he could have started the cult that early. It's even possible that if you want to go by what Wes Craven wanted to do, his cult started pretty much right before 3.
That's right. Scream 3, he was already running a cult.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
Technically, it could have started right after 3 or like even before 3, and we're just like not aware of how long or how wide the cult is. So
that's right. That's an excellent point, because he was supposed to be running this cult and be the killer of Scream 3, the mastermind.
Yep.
And so if that's the case, and if that cult is, started then and it's still going, which I do believe it's going now for sure, he could be that Scream 4 had some influence.
And from what I heard, I'm not sure if I heard it on this channel or somewhere else, but I know at the end of Scream 2, the pen up shot where it's like Sydney's walking out of the college and you see that tower.
Yes.
Apparently there was supposed to be a ghost face up there watching her and then just disappearing.
That's right. That was Wes filmed that and one without him. And he decided to go with the one without him. But he did film that one as well. Yeah. That would have been quite an ending. To see Ghostface still alive. Ooh. Yeah. There's another one, which could have been obviously Stu, possibly.
Yeah.
No. Great question, Chocolate Ice. I think that it's good. Got some good conversation on that. That was good. Keon says that would explain it to Stu as an honor to finally kill Dewey. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oliver hit on that earlier. I think so.
But like I do want the cliffhanger ending at 7 to set up a part 8, and I want it to be the unmasking of Stu. Just saying that one line, and it just cut back to unmasked.
Absolutely, no, I think that's awesome, and I'm just excited. I'm just like thinking of the the natural high you would feel leaving the theater knowing that Stu Macher is alive. Like he is behind it.
Yep.
Wow. For all of us Stu truthers, it would be amazing.
Yeah.
Primetime Chris says, what if another Scream 1 cop is working with Stu? Well, I mean, the sheriff was getting pretty up in years in Scream 1. And not to say he's not alive. I'm not saying that. In fact, I think he is still alive because I think I saw him on a convention recently. So, I mean, well, here's the deal. Because see, all right, I mean, this is going to open up a rabbit hole, Oliver, because I'm going to make it short because we're going to get to Saul here in just a second. So here's the thing. I believe that Stu Macher, of course, survived Scream 1 and that he faked his death. I don't think he went to jail. I think his parents were powerful people, very wealthy. And remember, this is a small town. It's not Los Angeles. And I think he had bought off the police. I think he had some police that maybe the sheriff is in his pocket, the medical examiner. And if that's the case, Oliver, the Sheriff Burke was in cahoots with Stu Macher.
Yep.
It's interesting. What do you think about that?
Well, it makes me think of a scene in Scream 1, where Sidney's in the actually cop car, screaming over the mic, going, "He's about to kill me. Stu's about to kill me." And how long did it actually take for the cops to show up?
Dude, after it was all over.
Yeah, pretty much in like actual real time, an hour and a half in real time. And it's kind of like he probably heard that and went, Stu's place, murder. Let's just sit back, boys.
Turn off your radios.
Turn off your radios. So.
Wow. Oliver, that's an excellent point that I thought of like the length of time, but I never connected it because if he's got the sheriff in his pocket, his parents, then he's not going to send out the cops. He's not going to do it. Deputies. And he's going to wait for Dewey, but he knows Dewey's going to get, he thinks he's going to get killed.
Yep.
Ooh, bro, you just gave me a video idea, and I will give you a shout out in the video. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
You know what else is fantastic, Oliver, is when Craven Knights show their generosity to the channel by sending in a super chat. And we've got a super chat. Let me get to that right now because they do go to the front of the line. And it is from our good friend, Jeff Hill. What's up, Jeff, with a $10 super chat to support tonight's stream. Thank you, Jeff.
Very generous, Jeff.
Very kind. Yes. All right. Oliver?
Yeah.
You want to read this live stream? Do you want to read this super chat?
Sure, I'll read this. Sure. I said, Matthew Leonard comes back. Are they going to have to spoil that? Personally, I would love to be surprised if it's possible if he reveals himself in the movie. Well, if he does be in the movie, there's no way they're going to announce Matthew Lillard has signed on to be in the movie. They're going to keep that as tight as possible so that doesn't leak. They want people to be surprised when he's in the movie, if he's actually in the movie. Like I said, the point in the movie where I want him to unmask is in the final minute of the movie to set up the next movie. It's like you want that cliffhanger, holy crap moment, which makes you go, this is the best part of the movie. I need to go see the next one. And that's where if he's in a movie, that's where I hope he reveals himself. Like, after like the dust settles, like Sidney battles whatever Ghostface is chasing her, and she thinks she survived. He just walks out, unmasks himself, and goes, "Surprise, Sidney." and that's the end of the movie right there to set up the next movie, which I hope it happens. But
I know, man. I
Yeah.
feel you. Trust me.
Yeah.
You know what else is kind of cool though about that scenario is if you do the reveal at the end, then we already know going into 8 that we're going to see Matthew Lillard on screen for the entire film.
yeah,
They don't have to hide him anymore.
nope,
All they have
And
to do is hide the accomplices.
yep. And pretty much, you going into part 8, you're getting a fight scene right off the bat.
Which Sydney will not, which it will be a draw. It will be a draw for some
It'll
reason.
be a draw. Yeah.
Because they're going to save it for the end.
Yeah, they're going to save it in. They'll have their little, I call it second round fight, and then they'll wait for the third round fight at the end. So
that's it. And we'll finally get the kind of ending that Halloween Ends did not bring us with Laurie and Michael.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Knockdown, drag out, 10 minutes, just 10 minutes of just constant.
Pretty much you're going to need bazookas and everything in your arsenal to kill the other person. So
pretty much.
Yep.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, Jeff, this was a fantastic statement, and I appreciate you sharing your opinion because that really got us talking of some good discussion and what could be right now. That's the fun of this. We have another year and 2 months to speculate, to theorize, and I'm just, man, at this point in the game, anything's possible, and that's what makes it so fun. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Jeff, thank you for your super chat. I'm gonna let's play a super chat clip, Oliver.
All right.
Do you have any favorites? Do you like the work ones? Do you like the music ones? Do you have any preferences?
Oh, I love the hot dog one.
Of course. And that is a very fashionable shade of yellow there.
Yes, it is.
So I think we need to bring it with some spicy mustard. So here we go, guys. Hey, let me see your hot dog emojis in the live chat. All right. So here we go, guys. Spicy mustard time.
Do you feel the hunger tonight?
Oh, we feel it.
Are you a little hungry? I wanna be a hot dog. Be a hot dog tonight. I'm a hot dog. If you wanna take a bite, I'm a hot dog. If you wanna dip me in spicy mustard, then you can. Because I'm a hot dog. Wow.
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 There it is.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. Jeff, my man, thank you again for the super chat. And that clip just never gets old, man. It does it? It just never does.
No, it doesn't.
I'm like, I can't even imagine deleting it. I'm not going to do it.
Please don't. Please don't.
Because you asked, no, I will hold it. Oh my gosh. Hey, and speaking of super chats, we got another one from Jeff Hill again for $10. Wow, Jeff. Really, seriously, bro. Thank you for supporting tonight's stream. I would love to see Stu. I'm missing this before and another stream. But if Ghostface uses his Ghostface voice and slowly goes into his normal voice, it's Stu. That would be perfect for me. Ooh. Would that be pretty tight to have the transition?
That would be pretty awesome as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm digging that. I am really digging that. Yeah. And we'll be sitting there in the audience thinking, wait a minute, his voice is starting to change. Where's this? Who is this? And then once we hear it, there's no unhearing Matthew Lillard's voice. Yeah. We know it. Oof. Love it. Yes, Jeff. Yeah. I am 100. I think Oliver and I both are 100% with you.
I'm with you on that. And actually, it made me think of the voice changer from part 3.
Yeah. Heck yeah. And I'm still hoping they'll revive some version of that again.
I kind of hope so too.
Mhm.
And that's why it's like that's why kind of my theory of it's going to be one of the daughters, because it's like
Mhm.
part 3 you had a stepbrother. Pretty much it's been like family oriented, except for
Mhm.
it's been family oriented like everyone. So it's like that's why I would like to see one of her daughters be Ghostface.
Yeah.
I don't think it's actually going to happen.
Right. I don't either personally, no, but it's fun to think about it and
It's fun,
theorize it.
fun to think about it. If I could do my own movie about it, I would. But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind seeing it up on screen. So,
Yes,
but I
100%,
wouldn't be.
buddy.
I wouldn't be disappointed if it wasn't up there. So,
That's right. Same. But we'll take what we can get, I think, at this point. However they want to do it. Just give us stew.
Yeah.
Jeff, thanks, brother, again for your super chat. That's very, very generous of you, and it really does help the channel. Hey, real quick, I need to catch up. We got some folks that have joined, and we have been so deep in conversation. I need to get back to and say hello. Super Tenor. What's up, Super Tenor? Good to see you, buddy. We talked to Chocolate Ice earlier. David's here. David Smith. It's always good to see you. And Jay Fullbull. Welcome, Jay. All right. Welcome to the stream. Who else? Chris. Chris Hambrick's here. Hey, what's up, Chris? Man, doing good. Been hanging in there, buddy. I hope you're doing well. It's fantastic. I think I'm just about caught up. Jason. What's up, Jason? Good to see you. Chris Nichols. Hey, Chris. Putting a hot dog in the chat. That's what I'm talking about.
I just read one of Chris Nichols' comments, and he made me actually think. I've thought of that theory before. Sydney's dead. Sydney's dead as being a killer.
I mean, he's definitely, he could be a suspect. He's out there.
Yeah.
He's in play. Wouldn't that be crazy if he snaps?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like he originally said in part 1 that he just snapped and he was doing everything. Yeah.
That's right. Hey, Jason says you're the best person in the world. Oh, well, Jason, my gosh. You're too kind. Trust me. But thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, look who's here. It's my brother, Knight, from the Night Watch Zone. What's going on, man? Good to see you, Knight. Thanks for hopping in. Hey, guys, don't forget.
Doing well, Knight.
Yeah, man, we're hanging in there. We're having a great conversation. And everybody, I want you guys to know in the chat that Knight has a stream coming up here in 45 minutes at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern.
Yep.
And you do not want to miss his battle streams. These streams are so amazing. Every stream he does, they're fantastic. So be sure you guys check out his stream, all right? Make sure. Thanks for being here, Knight. It's nice to see you, buddy. Okay. All right, let me catch back up. Make sure I pop this chat. We will see. Jason says we will see Michael Myers one day. Oh, yeah, he's coming back. Don't worry. Too much money involved. All right. So, guys, I think now because we're down to about 15, 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and change gears. And thanks, Knight. Absolutely, brother. Good seeing you. We're going to switch gears from Scream to, as advertised, we're going to do some Saw franchise discussion. And I asked Oliver if he had a topic he'd like to talk about, and he said the Saw franchise. I'm like, that works. I like Saw.
I love Saw. But what I've been hearing lately about Saw 11 is that it's not good. They haven't officially announced cancellation yet, from what I've seen. But I hear the two big producers are kind of stuck in the vision of how the movie should go.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word I'm hearing.
Right.
both had different views of how Saw 11 should go, and they're not agreeing.
They're not agreeing.
Yeah.
That's the frustrating part of this, because
Yeah.
you've got both of them own Saw. They're owners in the IP.
Yeah.
And they can't they can't see head to head for 11.
Nope.
Ah.
And it pisses me off as a fan, because with 10 being so great as it was, it gave the diehard fan that rejuvenation and faith in the franchise, because with
Yes.
Saw 3D, Jigsaw, and Spiral, it was kind of just like back to back to back letdowns.
Yeah.
And Saw 10 just went, oh, there's still some gas left in the franchise. And it's kind of just like, and it's kind of, everybody was getting excited about Saw 11 because they announced it, going, yes, make it another prequel between 1 and 2, have it like be more about the early ons. I know it was, the storyline was supposed to be more about Amanda Hoffman and Jigsaw, their relationship pretty much before actual Saw 2 happened. And it's like, that sounded like an amazing movie to me. It was just concentrating on those three characters and maybe having the villain from Saw 10, you've seen in the deleted scene that she escaped, maybe her knocking on their door going, okay, you wanted to kill me, I'm going to try to kill you guys. And that was probably going to be your Saw 11 movie right there, hopefully. And then everybody was kind of hoping, all right, have Saw 11 and back where Saw 3D ended off, with Hoffman chained in the bathroom and somehow finding his way out to have a fight with Dr. Gordon. And now with this news, every diehard fan is kind of going, this is not what we want to hear. It's like, we want to see one more movie with Tobin Bell, because he's getting up there in age.
Yes.
And then we want to see the ultimate fight of Hoffman versus Gordon.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
if
you need that one more Tobin Bell movie before you can get to that Hoffman Gordon movie.
Man, I know, it's just Saw 10, and I know there's someone here that King Matthew hasn't seen it. He asked, is it any good? Oh my goodness. Let me put it to you this way. No spoilers. Saw 10 is my favorite sequel by a mile and a half. Not even close. It was so well written, so well performed. And all I can tell you is you should literally watch it tonight if you're able. It's that good.
I was watching it this morning. It's like, it still amazes me. Even the deleted scene, or that end at the end credit scene. That was just the end credit scene where Hoffman just makes his 2-second appearance.
Yep,
that's right. That was worth the price of admission to go see the movie. Yep.
I'm telling you, it's an amazing Saw film, and to me, Saw 1, and this is the real Saw 2 right here. This is like, it's 1.5 because it's a trilogy. Saw 1, this is Saw 1.5, i.e. Saw 10, and then Saw 2. So, and you know what I was most impressed with? When people try to mess with timelines, you can look at the Halloween, you can look at a lot of franchises, it gets messed up. Continuity gets messed up. But you know what? There was no continuity problems. They wrote it perfectly. Yeah.
There's only, from the Saw series, there's only one thing I'm probably disappointed about.
Okay.
That he didn't find a way to actually bring Adam back. To
Yeah.
have Dr. Gordon go back and actually go keep on his promise and go, I'm coming back for you.
That's right. He sure did.
Nope. It looks like they want to keep him dead. But I'm
Yeah.
kind of like, you keep him alive. He can explain who's been taking all the pictures for the entire series.
That's right. Yeah, man.
But-
For sure. Well,
Oh.
Julie has a good comment. I heard she says they were so quick to announce Saw 11. They shouldn't have done that till they had everything sorted out. I do agree with that. I know they were trying to ride the momentum, but yeah, it hurts when they take it out.
I'm glad she brought up Eric Matthews, because I was thinking about this today. I was thinking about it all weekend. Part 2. If Detective Matthews actually listened to what Jigsaw was saying by what he said, if you stick around long enough and listen to me, you'll find your son in a safe and secure place.
Yeah.
If he actually took a moment to catch the double entendre, he would have saw the safe. He would have saw the safe. He would have realized. He would have realized his son's in a safe.
Mhm.
He would have realized what's going on. The video feed on the computers wasn't live.
Mhm.
He would have realized that everybody in that house was already dead. He would have just sat there quietly and went, "Okay, my son's over there.
Mhm.
What's the countdown for it to open? Okay, an hour and a half." He could have easily went to his other police officers, said, "Guys, I know what's going on. Blah 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 blah." He'll go back down and sit to Jigsaw. Safe opens up. He gets his safe. The outlook for parts 3 and 4 are completely different now, because he actually listened to Jigsaw, and he arrests Jigsaw right there on the spot, and he's in jail.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it's pretty much, if he's in jail, what are Amanda and Hoffman going to try to do? Hoffman's a police officer, so he can easily unlock the door or try to help Amanda in the escape plan. So that if Detective Matthews made that one decision, it would have changed
Mhm.
part 3 and part 4 easily.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, because there came a point in the Saw movies, and Julie mentioned her favorite is 6, and that was a very good sequel. But there was a time where it starts to get a little, almost like they were just cranking them out as cash
Yeah.
grabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was parts, to me, 5, 6, and 7 were pretty much cash grabs. But 6 out of the 3 of them was the best one.
Mm-hmm.
I seen every Saw in theaters except for part 1. I seen on DVD. But from 2 to 2, Jigsaw, Spiral, I've seen at least twice in the movie theaters on opening day.
Nice, dude. That's great.
Yeah. When it came to Spiral, Saw 3D, out of the first, I cried after the first viewing, because I felt it was just that bad of a movie. I'm kind of just like, it feels like it was rushed. They squeezed in too many ideas into one movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because I realized after listening to the commentary, it was supposed to be a 2-parter. And because of another movie's success at the time, they had to squeeze as many ideas into one movie as they possibly could. And that's what created the kind of like this horrible movie of Saw 3D.
When you see something that you really recognize as just being out of form, there's usually something, a very specific thing and reason why. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's no exception. Oh, man. Hey guys, Mr. Beer, what's up? Welcome. Glad to see you guys are here. It's all right. No problem. You're late. That's all right. You're here. So we're going to be going on a few more minutes here tonight, but you can definitely check out the replay. Yeah, for sure. And also, really quick, Mayanne joined the stream. I want to say hi to Mayanne, another one of our great moderators, of course, as you guys know.
Hey, man.
Yeah, hey, man. Glad you're here too. Matthew says, are we going to talk about the rumored It prequel called Welcome to Derry? What didn't have it on my plans for tonight because this is only going to be about an hour-long stream, so it's not going to be like 2 hours or 2.5, where we can get into like multiple topics. But I have not ruled out talking about that soon. So just keep coming back to the streams, and you'll probably one night you'll be like, "Oh, there it is!" We'll do it. So, but when I'm not sure, but stay tuned, as I always like to say. Fantastic, man. So the first Saw was absolutely iconic to me.
Yeah, I remember renting that movie. I rented it from Blockbuster videos, and I was walking through the store, going through the horror section, and I saw the cover of this movie called Saw, and it was just like a jigsaw and a foot. I'm like, that seems interesting. I'll rent it, take it home, sit in front of the TV, put it in. Then that first scene, you just hear hear Adam's voice, hear Dr. Gordon's voice, and the lights just flick on, and I'm kind of just like, wow, this is interesting. And I just watched this through, and I'm kind of like, my jaw dropped at the end. I'm kind of just like, ooh, this is the most interesting horror movie I've seen. To me, I felt it was like a game changer to the horror industry, like Scream was. Scream changed the horror industry in a new way.
It did.
Saw changed the horror industry in a new way. And it's kind of just I had that same vibe with Saw. I'm like, hey, this is kind of like changing the horror genre a little bit again.
100% agree, man. It was a game changer. It was unique. There was nothing like it that I had seen, and it was phenomenal. What a wonderful job by James Wan and Leigh Whannell. Just amazing. And that started my fandom of James Wan. Yeah, where it started.
It started my fandom for both of them. Look at the amazing movies in the horror genre and in the kind of like regular stream he created. Like they're I kind of say, I don't want to say they're Wes Craven level yet. They're like knocking on his door.
Yeah,
they're knocking on his door, going, we can almost be as good as you are. So,
I mean, James Wan, honestly, he's my favorite director right now. I think he is so talented, and his cinematography is insane in his movies, and I just really enjoy his work. And I definitely, I'm with you. I'm not going to put him on the level of a Carpenter and Craven yet, but he might get there. He might get there.
He will eventually get there. And I was actually surprised to find out when I actually watched these movies that he directed them. Fast and Furious 8.
Yeah, man.
And Aquaman. And it's it's like I'm looking at the credits and going, and the director's name came up, and I'm like, does that say James Wan? I'm like, oh, wow. I went, he's trying out some mainstream movies. I'm like, holy wow.
He sure is. Very,
Good for
very
him.
talented. Oh my
Yeah, very
gosh.
talented. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, my friend Chunky Jordy, what's up, Gina? Says, just in case I don't catch in the live stream, Ziggs and myself wish everyone happy Christmas and a very merry New Year. Much love, everyone. Oh, thank you. Same to you, Gina and Ziggs. So cool. It's hard for Gina to watch the streams live because she's in the UK. So it gets very late doing these night streams. So
Yeah.
I totally get it. Well, Gina, thanks for hopping on to say that. And great to see you. And same right back to you. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, my friend. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm make sure I'm caught up. This education's in the house. What's up with education? All right. So Oliver, we're going to go about another 5-6 minutes, and tell us what your favorite. Now, and I think now you may have just said this, and I've forgotten it, so forgive me. My brain's going 1,000 miles an hour when I do these live streams. What is your favorite sequel? We're going to leave the first one to the side.
My favorite sequel?
Yes, for Saw.
My favorite sequel is actually part 4.
Okay.
And not a lot of people like part 4 just because of the twist that it had. I realized early on in part 4 that it was going exactly at the same time as part 3. I realized like maybe 25 minutes in that part 3 and part 4 were going at the same time.
Okay.
Because it's like it's the way the director like shot the movie and the way it was edited. I was kind of just like, I loved seeing Riggs being the focus of a game, but it's like the whole time I'm like, okay, scenes seem out of place to me, and I'm kind of just like, the way the scenes were being set up, I was kind of just like, it's trying to tell us something that we're not going to be told until like the end of the movie, and I'm kind of just like, okay, it seems like I just caught on really quickly that part 4 and part 3 were happening at the same time, and when that twist was actually revealed, I was kind of just like, oh, good for me, because I'm glad that I could actually pick up on the clues that the director and people trying to like place in front of me.
That's not a great feeling whenever you pick up on that and you're like, yes, I get it. I see what's going on, Yeah. That's awesome. I love that feeling.
And it's like, I understand a lot of people didn't like part 4 or didn't like any of the parts after part 3. I can understand that. But part 4 was my favorite because it did something completely different that no other franchise really has done before. Have a sequel happen at the same time as another sequel.
Yeah. That's right.
So, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, man. So your favorite sequel's 4.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite trap in the franchise?
Oh, my favorite trap is from part 3. It's what's the actual name for the trap? Where the dude was the Angel of Death Trap. I think it's called the Angel of Death Trap, part 3.
Okay.
Where his all his bodies, all his bodies have to be like twisted and broken off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Man.
Yeah, that was my favorite trap, just because just to shoot that trap alone, I'm pretty sure it would have had to take like 2 or 3 days just to shoot that trap to complete that scene. It's like just watching that trap. It's kind of like, okay, I want to know the exact details of how shooting it, How long
Mhm.
does the guy have to stay up there to like eat it and stuff like that? I'm so curious about everything involved in that one scene
Yeah,
and
man.
how it got done. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's a tough one, man, for
yeah.
sure. Oh my gosh. Hey, real quick, Nighttime Den said part 4 is criminally underrated. Great choice, Oliver. The twist was so well done. And I love Hoffman. There you go. That's right, Knight.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big consensus here. Yeah. We are Hoffman fans.
Yep. I
Um,
still, I'm wishing for part 11, and I'm wishing for the ultimate showdown, Dr.
mhm.
Gordon Hoffman.
Oh,
There's one,
yeah.
there's one more movie with Tobin, and then if you get that one more movie with Tobin, you can figure out somehow to continue the series without actually Tobin needing to be in it.
Okay.
Because I think you need that one. I think the fans need that one more Tobin Bell Bob movie before they can accept anything else in the franchise.
hmm Yeah,
That's
he's
why.
so. Yeah.
That's why I'm a little worried that about if this doesn't get made, it's probably the closing casket of the Saw franchise.
I know, because you got
Yeah.
to, Tobin Bell is not a young fella anymore.
No, he's not.
Yeah, the longer they delay this, I mean, I'm
It's
not
going to be.
saying anything, but you know what I'm saying.
I say if it doesn't get shot within a year, don't even try to do it. Don't
Yeah,
even try. Let him retire in peace. Because it's like, I'm pretty sure we all hope that he lives to 100 in good health.
of
But
course.
how many people actually get to live to see 100,
Yeah.
100 years old and still make good
Mhm.
movies?
That's right.
Not many.
It's true, man. And what a way to go out on 10.
Yeah.
Such a masterpiece. It was so
Yeah.
well done.
Well, it's if Saw 10 was his last movie, it was a good masterpiece.
It was. That's right.
And it's funny. It's actually, I was reading online. It's one of the few movies where a Saw movie ended out actually on a good note, where they're all walking out into the
Mhm.
sunset.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, man. It was really when I got done watching that, I'm like, this movie was absolutely phenomenal.
Yep.
This was so good. So, whew. All right, guys. Well, listen, we went a little over, and that's okay because this has been a lot of fun. Oliver, did you have a good time, buddy?
I had a good time. Thank you for having me on tonight, sir.
You're more than welcome, and I'm just so glad that we got it done. I apologize for the delay in scheduling,
No worries.
but I really
No worries.
appreciate you hanging in there with me.
Well, I appreciate you having me here tonight, sir. So
Absolutely, this has been fun. Everybody, be sure and let Oliver know how much you enjoyed his visit and his great commentary on Scream and Saw.
yeah.
And we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up now. Oliver, do you want to share how people can follow you, or it's totally up to you on Instagram or anything?
I don't. I don't actually have like a YouTube channel. Well, I do have YouTube, but it's like I don't post
Yeah.
any content on it. It's like
How about
it's
social media?
I'm on social media. I'm on Instagram. I wish I could remember my Instagram handle at the moment.
Let me see. I think I can find it real quick.
Yeah.
Hold on. And it's totally up to you. You don't have to share it. You don't feel like
Yeah, I don't mind you sharing it.
Okay.
I'm also on Facebook by my actual name, Oliver Tongue. If you want to find me on Facebook, go right ahead.
Yes,
I don't mind.
All right. Well, then I'm going to put a link right here in the chat.
Okay.
So they can just click it and follow you there. Here we go. There is Oliver's Instagram. If you want to follow him.
Yep.
And that would be pretty cool. You can check out his posts, like him, leave comments, let him know that you're keeping an eye on what he posts as a part of our great community here on the channel. Yeah. Mayanne, she's Mayanne is like so fast, and Julie, they're like so quick.
Thank you, Marianne. Marianne.
That's great. Also, as we say goodbye, I want everyone here to, if you're able to, please go over to the Night Watch Zone, click this link in the chat, and go over there and just park, hit the like button, hang out. You'll get you some dinner, some snack. Because in 20 minutes, he'll be having another great Battle World stream. Those are so fun. So please click on the link now. I'd appreciate it. My good buddy, my good friend, my brother over at Night Watch Zone, and Coriander too. So, all right, guys, we're going to leave it there. This has been a blast. I want to thank Jeff for your super chats tonight and your support. I want to thank everyone who had an anniversary tonight. And thanks for your sticking with the channel and being a faithful member. It means a lot. It really means a lot. So thank you to Julie and Mayanne for moderating the chat and keeping things as smooth as silk as they always do. And on that note, Oliver, you just hang tight. I'll meet you backstage. Okay.
All right.
And then for the chat, we'll say good night now and have a wonderful time on Night's channel next up. So click the link and we'll see you there. Good night, everybody.
Good night.